Hi, so today we're gonna go over one of my favorite single leg exercises, the single leg RDL or Romanian deadlift. So this is my favorite single leg exercise because it incorporates joints and muscles from the foot all the way up to the shoulder. So to get started, we wanna make sure that we have a solid foundation in our foot. We have our arch activated so that our foot isn't collapsing into the floor, causing dysfunction in our knee and possibly our hip. So grounding through the big toe, lifting that arch up, supporting the ankle. Okay, next is our hips. The two pieces of bone that you feel in the front of your hip, you want them pointing forward the whole time for a nice hinge. Really common that we see the hips open up into this fire hydrant type deal. Okay, you want the leg that's lifted, the toes to be pointed forward towards the ground. That's a nice visual cue that you can use to help you maintain neutral hips. Also the shoulders, if you're looking forward into a mirror, if your one shoulder is higher than the other, your hip is probably opening up. Okay, so you want to pull that hip down, toes pointed towards the floor, almost like you're squeezing your inner thighs together to keep those hips neutral. Okay, the knee falls right in between the hip and the ankle, so if we're stable from the bottom and the top, we're going to ensure a nice neutral position for that knee and that it's not collapsing into that valgus inward movement every time we hinge. Moving up, we got the lower back. So we're gonna maintain ribs down, stomach tight. Nice flat, neutral spine as we go through this hinge pattern. Okay, once we have weight, it's even easier to lose that. Letting gravity just kind of pull us down, rounding through the lower back, all over the place. Okay, so really making sure that we're engaged back here. Keeping a nice flat back throughout the entire movement. All right, lastly, your shoulder blade or scapula. All of these muscles are going to play a role once we start to add resistance. So we're going to use these muscles to help keep that shoulder blade pinned back and not fall forward with the weight. So we got foot, knee, hip, lower back, and now our shoulder. Nice and tight, starting in an upright position. Hinge, keeping the weight stabilized. Okay, so if I wasn't engaging or using the muscles of my shoulder blade, it would look like this. And we're just letting that weight pull my arm down. But I'm gonna hold the weight and support it. One more from the side. You can see it all put together. All right, single leg RDL, my favorite single leg exercise. Again, incorporating little tiny muscles in the foot, all the way up to the hip, the lower back, and the shoulder blade. Give it a try.